In DX Fleet, we have several global settings that can be configured. We did go over some of this in our proprietary card file and setup, but I just want to touch on it again here for configuring settings. If we go to settings, system configuration, that's where you're going to find most of our global settings. Up here at the top, we have products. So we have various different unit measurements, gallons, liters, quarts. Here we have our product and the product codes associated to them. We also have various network codes that might be associated to various products. So for example, if you're fueling unleaded, you may have a certain CFN code, 2-digit or 4-digit, that needs to be configured for that specific product type, for that specific network. So the network versions of the fuel type code. So here we have our local code, and that's what DX Fleet is going to use and show the transactions. And then we have the name of that product. We have the price here, but we also have, is it going to be gallons or liters? And so if you need to make changes to your product, this isn't necessarily for a specific site. This is just the list of products and those codes, basically defining in DX Fleet what product is 01, what is 02. So when those transactions come into Fleet with, the code 01 knows that it is unleaded. So it's important to know that all of your products should be, or all your product codes rather, should be the same across all of your sites. So if you're fueling a certain type of fuel at one site, it should be fueled with the same code at another site, unless you're trying to intentionally distinguish between those two fuel type codes. That's going to make DX Fleet the easiest, so that you have one code for unleaded, one code for diesel, etc. And it's not going to confuse things if, say, one site uses unleaded code 1 and one site uses diesel code 1. Then you're going to get a report that says you have two sites fueling unleaded code 1. And the diesel is just going to be missing because it's not configured the same, and that codes need to be, you need to be using the same definition of products across all of your sites. And that's why this list is so important. At the beginning of your organization, when we start configuring sites for DX Fleet, it's important that this list is managed so that you know what product codes you're going to be using. And when you configure your site controllers, you need to use this list to say, set up those products in the right way. Now, when you're configuring in DX Fleet, it's going to have a drop-down selection for products, and so you'll be able to select from this list which product each fuel position is going to use. But if you have a tech on site that's configuring locally outside of DX Fleet using hardware or a terminal window or something like that, then they need to make sure that they're referencing this and they're using the right codes also for them. So here's where you go to configure your products.